Hello everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching. I haven't done a sit-down weigh-in video in a while, probably a month. So I thought, hey, it's a great time to do a weigh-in video. So welcome to this week's weigh-in video. If you have been following my journey, David and I, my husband, are both doing keto and we are loving it. Not to say that there's times where we wish we could eat chips or french fries or candy bars, but we are loving the way we're feeling and it's going really, really well. So I wanted to do an update video for you guys. This is actually the end of our second month on keto. I cannot believe that. That's absolutely crazy. I was thinking this was like 6 weeks and I was like, no, we started it at the beginning of September and here we are into November now. So, right, like the first week of September is when we started. So yeah, wow, we're at 2 months now and it's been going really, really well. So if you saw the last time I talked about my weight, it was like last week and I was telling you that I had just was in that time of the month and we had just had Halloween and we had some little treats here and there. We decided on Halloween that we weren't going to go crazy. We weren't going to like go eat every piece of candy in sight and, you know, just go hog wild, but we were going to let ourselves ease up a little bit. So on Halloween, I had a normal hot dog. I just had one, but I did have it with a bun because we were out doing some stuff with our kids and they had hot dogs. And then I had a couple pieces of pizza that day for lunch, and I had a couple pieces of candy. I had a small little Reese pumpkin, one of those little bitty pumpkins, and then I had a small, I forget what the other thing was, an Almond Joy or something. But as soon as Halloween was over, we put it away and we got right back on track. And that's what I love about keto is I feel like it's not that hard to just, if you kind of have some carbs, to just jump right back on track. It wasn't hard at all. We just start eating our high fat foods again. If you don't know what keto is, I've talked about it before, but basically it is high fat diet. It's a high fat diet. There's actually a lot of benefits for eating fat. You know, so many people have scared us away from fat and we've spent our life, at least I've spent my life like, oh, I can't have that. It has too much fat in it. And now that I'm realizing like my body really does well on high fat. I feel really good. It's fueling my brain, my hair, my skin, my nails, just everything about it has been going really well eating high fat. So keto is high fat, low carb, moderate protein, which has been really helpful. Before, when I've tried to do low carb, I have done low carb, high protein, moderate fat. And the fat is what has helped me this go around, because I can only eat so many chicken breasts and like salad. So having the butter and the cheese and all of that high fat is what keeps me feeling what they call satiated. It keeps me feeling not like I want to go binge 20 bags of chips because, you know, I have problems with binge eating and I believe 100% that it is something that I'll probably always struggle with, but that keto has really helped me control. When I was on Weight Watchers, when I was on counting calories, when I've done anything else, even intuitive eating, there would be times where I just wanted to go binge eat. And when I do the binge eating, it's not even that chip or whatever tastes so good and I'm choosing to eat it. It's almost like an uncontrollable urge to just eat a large quantity at once. And I really don't know what else to say about it. If you haven't struggled with it, you are like, that sounds crazy. If you have struggled with it, then you completely understand. I've had very few binge eating moments on keto, if any. I don't even know for sure that I've had anything like that. I don't think I have. But the fat has really helped me feel full. And it's helped my brain, and I don't know what else to say. It's just I have not had as many binge, even like thoughts as before. So I really think the missing key is the fat, and it's really, really been helping me. Also, my mom and dad started keto about a week after David and I. So it's been really great to like share recipes and see how they're doing. My dad has diabetes and he's doing great on keto. So it's been nice to not feel like I'm doing it alone. I have my husband doing it, my mom is doing it, my dad is doing it, and so many people that we know are doing it, and that really helps. If you go on Pinterest, you can find so many keto recipes. So if I'm craving something, say like a Reese cup or something, you can go on Pinterest and find 100 million peanut butter cups that are keto friendly. And it's like that about anything, like waffles. We've done like keto waffles so much because they're really, really good, and they make it feel like we're not eating just another piece of meat, you know. Alfredo sauce with spaghetti squash is one of our favorite things. You know, I've done fathead dough pizzas, which are delicious, and so many different things that really helped us feel like we're not on a diet. Like it's more of a lifestyle change. So I bet you all want to know how much I've lost and how much David's lost. So last week I told you that after my time in the month and after Halloween, I was up. I was afraid I was up like 10 pounds, but I was only up about 2.5 pounds. And I was hoping that as soon as I got back on track, all of that would come off quickly, and it did. It did. Some days I get on here and say it didn't come off quickly as I wanted, but this did come off very quickly. As soon as my period ended and I got back on track with keto, the weight just fell off. So I lost those 2.5 pounds quickly, and then an extra like 2 pounds this week. So I am down, you guys, grand total on keto for 2 months, 15.3 pounds. What? Like, I've never lost weight that fast, ever. Like, we were talking 8 weeks or less on keto and I've lost 15 pounds. Like, that is huge for me. I know some people will lose 15 pounds in like 2 weeks, but that is never me. So I am super excited and proud of myself, and just, I'm so glad that I found this way of eating, because I really can see results, and that is so motivating. Not only is the scale moving, my clothes are like falling off of me. I was getting dressed today and I was looking in the mirror, and my waist, I can noticeably see it going in like an hourglass. And like, that's just so encouraging to me, because I carry so much of my weight in my stomach area, and I can see it leaving. Like, I can see the weight loss. I feel like my face looks thinner. My t-shirts are fitting better, and I just feel great. So David is at a little bit of a stall. He was losing it really fast, faster than me. I think he's at 17 pounds, and after Halloween, he hasn't really budged too much. So I know he's just going to stick with it, and he's going to keep on going down in just a few days. That's how he is. Because, you know, men lose it like that sometimes. So he's at like 17 pounds, something like that. My mom has lost 16 pounds, and my dad has lost like 16 or 17 pounds. So I am just so happy for all of us. It's been going so well. I know a lot of you have been interested in keto and what it is and how to get started. I would honestly just say, if you're thinking about doing keto, just start it. Like, what we did was, we didn't just like go full on like, okay, one day we're eating all these carbs and the next day, zero. Like, we just, the first week especially, we just tried to lower our carbs. So if we were eating, actually the first week, you guys, I was at ladies retreat, if you guys remember that, and I didn't go into no carbs. So what I did was, we went out to eat, and instead of like a burger or a super carby bun or you know, something crazy, I had a fried chicken salad. Now, was there carbs in that? Yes, because of the breading on the chicken, but it was a lot lower than something else I normally would have picked. And then we had food truck stuff, and so instead of getting the sandwich with the french fries with the sugary drink, I just got it was like a sausage dog, and I ate the bun, but I didn't get any sides. And so I just kind of did that. Like, for the first week, I just kind of cut back on the carbs and tried to increase my fat a little bit. And then we gradually, you know, started tracking our macros. I recommend Carb Manager. And if you go to ketokarma.com, she will give you your macros, like what your macros are, like what you should be eating, carbs, fat, and protein. And then we just plugged what we were eating into Carb Manager. It's a free app. And we try to stick as close as we can as that. Now, do I track every single day on keto? No, because personally, I have tracked so many years of my life, and mentally, it makes me a little bit crazy. Between Weight Watcher points and calories and all the different things I've done over the years, I mentally don't like tracking all the time. Sometimes, some days I do, just to make sure I'm kind of on track. Most days I just watch my carb count and make sure I'm under 20 and make sure I'm getting enough healthy fats. And when I say healthy fats, it can be butter and stuff like that too. Butter, nuts, meat, you know, it's all been so easy to not overeat because I'm eating healthy fats. I'm eating enough fats that fuel my brain, and it makes me feel full. I hope that makes any sense. I am not the best keto expert by any stretch of the imagination, but what we've been doing has been working for me. I've watched Shelly from Shelly's Home Life. She looks fantastic, and I love trying new recipes. And I will say, watching her try new recipes has encouraged me to go onto Pinterest, try new recipes, because anytime we kind of get in a funk with eating the same old thing, it's so tempting to go like, I'm done with this. I want to go get, real pizza. I want to go get some nachos. But just trying the new foods and, making it a little bit more interesting, finding a new fat bomb or trying I did like a lasagna dish that you bake noodles. It's like made out of cheese and stuff and eggs, and you bake it and then you like make them into noodles. Just trying stuff like that where it feels like you're not having just the same old thing. That's been helping me the most, the absolute most. The other thing that's really been helping me is I've been doing some intermittent fasting and some intuitive eating mixed in with keto. So intuitive eating is just where you listen to your body. So even on the days I'm tracking, if I haven't hit all my macros, which just means if I haven't hit my fat goal, my protein goal, my carb goal, and I'm not hungry, I don't eat, because I feel like my body knows best over some app. However, the flip side is also true. If I've hit all my macros for that day and my stomach is growling, not just like emotional, like I want to eat something, but I'm actually hungry, and I've eaten all my macros, I'm going to eat something, because again, my body knows more than some app. But most of the time, if I've had all of that fat that I'm supposed to have, I don't feel hungry. So I've been doing intuitive eating, waiting till I'm hungry to eat, stopping when I'm full, which is the hardest part, but just doing the best I can with it, not being like so strict that I like beat myself up if I overeat a little bit, but just trying my best. And then also intermittent fasting. And that's just where you wait. You have like an hour, you have like a window of eating. And it can be anything you want. Like some people fast for 12 hours and then eat for 12 hours, which is kind of a small fast. I like to do like fast for 16 hours, eat for 8. So most of the time that just looks like me skipping breakfast, and I'll have a cup of coffee and I'll just eat lunch and dinner. And that's really been helping, because there's so many benefits to intermittent fasting, but I think doing intermittent fasting with keto is even more beneficial, because the fats keep you full longer anyway. So I'm not usually even hungry for breakfast, and it helps me not eat when I'm not hungry. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense in this video, but basically I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys that we're doing really, really well on keto. I do not think that keto is for everybody or everybody should do it. This is not going to be a keto channel, but when I'm doing something that's working so well for me and I feel so good on it, it wouldn't be true to you guys to not talk about it. Like, this is what's working. I'm losing weight and I'm sharing it with you guys. And I'm not saying that you should do it or anything. I think everybody has to find what works for them. I've tried many different things, and for right now, this is what's working. I'm not saying it'll work forever. I hope it will. I think it will. And I think I could do this long term for the rest of my life. Let's talk holidays. So we all know Thanksgiving's coming. David and I are going out of town, well, and the kids too, are going out of town for the week with his family. I don't know if you guys were subscribers. Most of you weren't subscribers 2 years ago, but we do it every other year. We go, and his family, his extended family, and everybody rents these cabins, and we go and spend like 3 or 4 nights there. It's a lot of fun, lots of family time. It's kind of like a good like get away from it all kind of place, and it's beautiful there, and we have Thanksgiving there. So we're planning on doing keto as best we can, but we're not going to be like super obsessed with it, you know. We're going to have some keto foods there. And my plan is to do the best we can. On Thanksgiving, I'm going to have a normal meal. I'm not a huge Thanksgiving lover. I know that sounds crazy. I don't really like turkey and ham. I don't really like dressing. What I do like is pie and mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese. The super great carby things. So I'm going to have a normal size portion of the meal, whatever I want that day, and then get right back on track. That's my plan. You know, I've said this on my channel before. If I can get through this holiday season, just losing a little or even maintaining, I will be so thrilled with that, because normally it's when I go completely off track. So my goal is just to stay where I'm at or lose a little. If I lose a lot, that's great. But I'm really focused on not gaining this holiday season. And you know, you have to decide what works for you with the holidays. If you want to be like, I think Shelly said that she's planning on doing keto for the holidays. I think that's great. If you like turkey and you like ham and you can find some keto recipes, Thanksgiving works perfectly for you. I am not huge on any of that, like keto-friendly Thanksgiving food. So I'm going to let myself have a meal where I go off track. And, you know, throughout that time, we may have a couple of instances where we kind of go off track, but it's not going to be as off track as we would have gone if we hadn't done keto in the first place. Does that make sense? And when we're just like, oh, we'll eat whatever we want, it kind of goes crazy, as opposed to trying to at least do our best to stay somewhat on track. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, David and I are loving it. My mom and dad are loving it. And it's going really well for us. So 15.3 pounds, I will absolutely take it. Oh, it just feels so good to have something that's working. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Let me know how it's going for you. How's your weight loss going? I know a lot of you follow me because you're also trying to lose weight. So if you are, let me know. What plan are you doing? Are you doing Weight Watchers? Are you doing counting calories, keto? There's so many different plans, you guys. Whole30. Let me know how it's going for you. What's your plan for the holidays? Are you going to let yourself have, you know, your normal meals? Are you going to just cut back a little? Let me know how it goes for you. I would love to talk with you down below in the comments. If you like this video, thumbs up for 15.3 pounds. I am so jazzed about it. And please subscribe if you're new. I would absolutely love to have you a part of my YouTube family. My YouTube family is so awesome. I swear I have the best subscribers in the entire world. Thank you so much for supporting me no matter what I do. You guys have seen me do so many different things, and you've always supported me, and it just means the world to me. So thank you so much. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.